The start of school year 2015 was rocky for Tulsa Public Schools and Oklahoma in general. Oklahoma is one of 5 states experiencing a teacher shortage. Fewer teachers means larger classroom sizes, and that in turn creates the type of learning environment where students struggle to learn over the chaos, and teachers struggle to teach while trying to maintain control of the classroom. Also, due to underfunding, there's a lack of the basic supplies, such as books and needed educational programs for students with disabilities. While teacher pay is low, what is expected of them is high. Many teachers report spending evening hours and weekends working on lesson plans, grading homework, and participating in meetings and committees that cut into their personal and family time. Unfortunately, many teachers become burned out and leave the profession for higher paying jobs. The latest federal survey data shows that 17% of those fresh out of college education majors will leave teaching before they have done the job for 5 years. This creates a less stable environment for the students. Teachers in Oklahoma also often choose to stay in the profession, but move to another state because Oklahoma has the lowest teacher pay of 6 surrounding states. All of these issues slow educational outcomes and create a lackluster interest in education among the students. Poor performing elementary and secondary students attend college in smaller numbers than their higher performing peers. And if being the 3rd lowest teachers in the nation weren't bad enough, starting in August, another reduction in force will diminish the number of administrative personnel, those who field phone calls from parents and assist with the sizable amount of paperwork necessary to do the job. All of this is the result of a continued cycle of budget shortfall, and the most recent deficit of $1.3 billion is overwhelming the state's infrastructure and devastating the education system. If Oklahomans truly believe their children are their most valuable asset, they are not showing it with their actions. Oklahoma's budget shortfall has been brutal to the education sector, and while there are several ways that Oklahoma's budget could be reduced, the true need is for more money. More money to pay teachers with, more money to hire additional teachers, and more money to purchase important resources. Now, schools are funded in one of 3 ways. You have property taxes, sales taxes, and income taxes. For Oklahoma in particular, an increase in property taxes could jeopardize the farming and ranching industry. If a proposed 1-cent sales tax is passed in November, Oklahoma's sales taxes will be the highest in the nation. This leaves state income taxes, which currently are at an all-time historic low. Why is that? Well, that's because since 2005, Oklahoma has been on a mission to lower state income tax and possibly even eliminate it. This diminished tax revenue has reduced the state's tax collection by more than $900 million per year. Oklahoma's income tax is lower than regional levels of state taxation. And it could explain why there's been a consistent and growing shortfall in the state budget. But is this taxation policy actually strengthening Oklahoma's economy? When a prospective business comes to tour Oklahoma, do you think they'll be impressed with our bumpy roads and dilapidated bridges? What schools would a potential business recommend their employees take their children to attend? With the many education issues that Oklahoma is facing, our schools have been plagued with mediocre academic performance. This does not bode well for the future of Oklahoman industries that need an educated workforce. Industries that could subsequently leave the state in search of that educated workforce. The funds needed to increase teacher salaries in a sustainable way could be actualized by a small increase in personal income taxes. By small, I'm talking raising the level by 1.65 percentage points to an effective rate of 6.65% in personal income taxes. Is that too much to pay to have an educated workforce for the next 20 years?